Phonic and freaking McKinnon need to see the field a lot more.
Oh, they got rid of Madden, and look where they're at now, huh? I guess that wasn't the problem.
The hitting instructors still have their job. That, to me, is the biggest question. Why do they still have their fucking job?
And all I want to say is,
It's the Todd Fox Postgame Podcast with your host, Todd Fox.
Hey, welcome into another episode of the Todd Fox Postgame Show here on Halos in the Infield Network here as we get to talk about a victory here today. So there you go, the Angels getting a victory with a 1-0 defeat over the Detroit Tigers after getting embarrassed at home by the Seattle Mariners. So it's a complete game tonight by Patrick Sandoval, who lowers his ERA to now 3.14. It's kind of upsetting the fact that if you look at his record this year, he's now just 4-8. He's gotten a lot of these 1-0, 3-0 losses, 2-1 type deals. He's really not gotten the run support that I think out of everybody on this team that has been gypped at some point somehow this season. I think Patrick Sandoval has been abused multiple times by the fact that he just can't get any kind of run support whatsoever. So, unfortunately, the Angels did not get the run support, to him this year to give him the wins that he usually should get. But, hey, he pitched awesome today. You could look at it as far as, hey, that's the Detroit Tigers or whatever, but he struck out 9. He only threw 97 pitches, 70 of which were strikes. He automatically gets the Golden Stamos tonight, the John Stamos Award for excellence on the field. I mean, he pitched his ass off tonight. And this is the kind of pitcher you can get from him. If, say, for instance, the Angels were scoring 4 to 5 runs per game, his record should not be 4-8. It should actually be somewhere around 12 and I'd say at this point 12-6, something like that. He's got great stuff. He's battled all year. Sometimes even when he's not on his game and he walks about 4 to 5 guys, he's still battling. He still gives you 5-6 innings pitched, and he still does his thing and throws about 100 and some odd pitches. So I'm not blaming Sandy for the way his record is. I'm giving him a lot of praise because I think next year, hopefully with a competent hitting instructor and competent hitters that Perry can bring in, this team could be a lot better, and they could help him get some more W's, and he can help the Angels get more W's. Tonight also, we're also going to, obviously Stamos Award goes to Sandoval by himself, but Jared Walsh finally did something right tonight. He had a solo blast, blowing his average up to 223. How about that? A Han Solo, yes, you're right, Josh. That home run helped elevate the Angels to a 1-0 victory tonight. I will give the Nacho Night Award to the worst player on the field. And, guys like Walsh and Stassi have been winning that sucker along with Velasquez on an habitual basis. So we're going to give that to, it could always go to the home team, the road team. It could be the Angels. It could be the other opponent. But it's Paul Sereno's nacho helmet full of nachos for the Nacho Night Award. And that's going to go to Joe Adell. Joe Adell went up there 3 times, and all 3 times went down swinging. He got the hat trick tonight with a strikeout. I just wish I had a number on how many hat tricks this Angels team has accumulated all season and how many golden sombreros, because that's an embarrassment, because this team also is over 1,000 some odd strikeouts already for the season. That's ridiculous. I think they're about 100 ahead of the other team in second place with total number of strikeouts. So the Angels get 1 run on powerful 3 hits, and it was the return of Mike Trout. So I almost went about a cool 10 minutes here in the monologue without even mentioning the return of Mike Trout. How do I feel about it? I don't know how to feel about it, because say, for instance, Mike Trout's coming back to a team that's, trying to make a last-second push to a postseason run, 4 to 5 games out of the last wild card spot. I'm pretty pumped up right now. I'm like, oh, this is the injection that we need as far as, not the Fernando Tatis Jr. kind of injection, but the injection of motivation and maybe, camaraderie, something to help gel the team as we head into September. But this is like getting him back is like, okay, are you just trying to pad your stats, trying to get back to form before the end of the season? Because he missed so much time and the team is going to flounder with him or without him at this point. We might see him do some things and everything else like that. I mean, it's nice to see him on the field, but damn, there was not really an impact tonight. I mean, he went 1 for 3 or 1 for 4. He almost got a double in the 9th inning. But again, and right away, Phil Nevin, just as a copy and paste type of manager, he went right back to the shitty lineups of Madden and decided, let's put Ohtani leadoff and let's put Trout second. Again, I've asked the question all season. Do you see any of these other teams with their power hitters? Any team, name me one that would put their most best hitter at the leadoff spot. I don't care if you say, it's going to help him get a couple more at-bats. No. You put Fletcher leadoff, you put somebody else second, whether it's Ward or you put Magnus or you put Renifo number 2, because that would be my lineup, would be Fletcher, Renifo, and then you'd throw in Ohtani Trout or Trout Ohtani. I don't understand why we have to take these power hitters and put them 1-2. It makes no sense when Madden was here. It makes no sense that Nevin is taken over. I was under the impression when you take over a job for someone else who got fired for doing the things that they were doing. Whoops, did I just blow up my mic? I think I just blew up my mic. Hold on. Okay, got my mic. Almost blew up my mic right there. Okay, so when you fire somebody, change is needed, and they usually change things from the guy who was previously fired. Now, this team, for whatever reason, Nevin's like, just keep it going. Let's run it back. And so by him doing that, now we still have the stupid 6-man rotation, which I hate. And then I also hate the fact that we're running these guys 1 and 2. I think it's really dumb. So let's get into some of the comments. I'm not going to do a long show today. I got some things to do, unfortunately. Vince checks in with the first one and says, that's the best ball game we've had all year. Cam says, complete game, baby. Ernest says, let's go. Also checking in, Leaf says the Todd Fox post game show. Thank you. Todd is a G. Thank you, Hunter. Great game by Sandy. Only 1 run of support, so he had to pitch his ass off onto the Rams game at 7. Complete game, Cam saying again. Also 2022 World Series champ. Sorry, Dosadilla. That deserves a... And then ass off damn iPhone. There you go. And then light that baby up, Todd Fox, exactly chewing records. Apparently the title hasn't changed from the previous stream. Threw me off a bit. Oh, my bad, Leaf. I was supposed to have it changed right there. Also, we scored 1 run, Marty says. Yeah, and it was enough to win. Go figure. Probably the fastest game I've watched all season, 2 hours and 20 minutes or something like that. Dosadilla, I tell you this, though. I went to an Angels-Nationals game. I'm trying to think of who was pitching that day. I think it was the left-hander from Venezuela. God, what is his name? Well, he pitched that game, and that game flew by. I think we were out of there probably in little over it must have been 2 hours and 10 minutes. That was the fastest game I've been to, and unfortunately, that was like the best seats I've had all year too. I'm like, go figure. The game with the best tickets I have all season, right behind home plate, and then the freaking game is over and done with. It seems like faster than a fireworks show. Leaf said, figured tonight would not have a lot of runs. Both offenses stink, and they do. Leaf, the Tigers have, I think we're 3rd worst in the American League and 5th worst total offense. There we go again. Damn, why is my mic failing? Oh my God, dude, what the fuck? This happened the other day too when I was doing a podcast. I was doing a crime podcast, and that shit just straight up went out on me. I don't know what's going on with these cables. I gotta get another cable. I'm sorry about that. Everything is breaking down in my studio. I love it. And it's mostly brand new equipment too. So gotta love that when you pay top dollar and the shit goes out on you. Andrew says, light that baby up. Juan says, Todd Fox post-game show, the Stash Edition. Thank you, sir. Offense is still trash. Andrew Rivas says, Angels win 1-0 and Trout is back. Dan also says Fletcher must lead off. He's got to. Josh says, I could have gone to the game, but tonight was opening night for my high school football here in Indiana. My high school just won 12-7. Congratulations, Josh. Let's see. I want to get the honk, please. Todd, Angels are going 10-0 on the next road trip and to get back into this playoff race. No. There you go, Rally Chris. Also, Grillmaster checks in with what a performance by Sandoval. Timothy says no sense. Or nonsense, unless he misspelled the end right there. Complete game dominance here tonight. Team batting average is horrible, Timothy Rush says. Yes, they are terrible in the box. Between Detroit and Oakland, I think they're the only two teams worse than the Angels in the American League as far as batting average, runners in scoring position, and also runs scored. Also, Grillmaster says we suck, although we won. Dylan says Cy Young Sandy. That is a crap show, Hunter says. Nah, man says the lefty from Venezuela versus Washington is Diaz. There you go. Thank you, Nah, man. That was Diaz. Jonathan Diaz. He pitched his ass off that day. Timothy says, yes, Sandy was hot tonight. Alex says, suck Sandy can never get solid run support. I think it's going to be one of those games or one of these years that if he could just get some solid run support, I'm telling you his record will be great. But he has to pitch his ass off in every single baseball game. We've also seen a couple times where he leaves with a lead and they freaking just, he'll leave with a lead, they'll blow it, he'll get a no decision. Or what makes things worse is he'll leave down 2-0, down 1-0, sometimes down 0-0. With a runner on, and they'll give up a runner or his inherited runner, or they'll give up a couple more runs. The game gets out of hand, and he takes a loss. It wasn't Suarez Jesus, but it was Jonathan Diaz. May 6th, don't remind me that game I was supposed to be there, but someone left me there. Oh, yeah, he was there too. Biden's fault, your equipment is so bad. Sorry, Dan. You're probably right, though. Fletch, Rendon, Trouty, then Showtime. I like that starting four right there. Dosadilla says, when's your next game, Todd Fox? Would be cool to meet you, buy you a beer. Well, Dosadilla, I don't have any games coming up here soon that I'm going to go to for sure. Sometimes I go on a whim, but I know for sure I'll be there September 17th, though, for the tailgate party. So that's what that is right there. Rob says, when you pay top dollar, it doesn't work. As Angels fans, we've never experienced that. Dude, absolutely. When you pay top dollar for, say, for instance, just getting to a game, it never works out for you. When you pay like $5, you have like the greatest time in your life. Like I saw that Skaggs no-hitter, and we were sitting in like the right field, not right field bleachers, but the right field upper deck. Like we got those like the day of the game to go down there, and we got to witness history right there. And there's been a couple other games I went to, same thing. Just sat behind in the 400s to see Pujols' 600th home run. Stuff like that, you kind of see, and then when you pay good money, it's like, damn, we lost 10-9 or 10-0, I should say. That's when you don't get what you pay for. And then as far as what Rob's talking about too, as far as paying for players and not getting what you want, there's a lot of that as well. As we talked on a podcast the other day, I had VT on there, and we talked about Shohei Ohtani possibly creeping up on the MVP race in Judge. If Judge does not get to the 70 home run mark or passing Maris at least, or maybe catching, like Sosa, I don't think that he's going to get necessarily that MVP because, again, he's on a stacked team. He's in they're far out and ahead of their, he doesn't do much other than hit home runs. He's not known for his glove, nothing like that. At least not Mike Trout, at least Shohei Ohtani, he's two players in one. This is a guy who if had run support right now, he has 10 wins. Likely there's a good chance he's going to finish with about 13 or 14 wins at the end of the season. There's a possibility that, if he had run support, he'd be at close to 20 by the end of the year and a competent team behind him. He wouldn't have had 7 losses. He'd probably have about 3 or 4. So the fact that, he's got that low-ass ERA, he's got a lot of strikeouts, he's proven his weight in gold as far as pitching. Now his hitting's gone down because the support around him and his getting into bad habits at times this year, but he's still going to rack up over 30 home runs. He's probably going to finish with about 90-some-odd RBIs, close to 100 RBIs. To me, you can't go away from that. To me, that's 2 players in one. You got to give the MVP to him. The only thing that really sucks as far as an Angel fan, as far as a baseball fan in general, is that you're not able to see Ohtani and Trout for like the 8th straight year in the postseason. These guys need to get to the postseason. This was supposed to be the year, 27-17, when they were 12 games over, and then when they were 10 games over, the last time they had a winning record. That was the time period where the Angels were supposed to just hit the gas and head straight on winning months and winning what is it called? Winning these series with each team, at least taking 2 out of 3, 3 out of 4, or at least earning a split, something like that, and pushing your way into the postseason. Now to see where they are, it's very disappointing. But it's pissing off the New York media and the East Coast biased people because Shohei Ohtani, no matter how you slice it, whether he's in the postseason or not, there's a very, very good chance that he could be your MVP, and that's going to piss a lot of these fans off. But, hey, you know what? F them. F the East Coast. And, they're going to come in here and try to talk all their jazz. And you know what? I don't know the matchups when the Yankees come to town, but I hope Shohei Ohtani gets to serve up, a few strikeouts to Judge and really shut those East Coast bias guys up. Because I'm going to be a homer on this one. I love Shohei Ohtani. He's worth his weight in gold. Would I love him to stay here? Yes. That's my inner. I'd love to keep him. But then I'm also a realist. If a team's going to offer what the Nationals did to the Padres, I have to put the away and really go with my heart and what's best for the team, not what's the name on the back, but the name on the front. Last I checked, this isn't the Shohei Ohtanis. It's the LA Anaheim Angels of California, of Western Hemisphere, of the government of China. We're not the Ohtanis. So you have to get that out of your head. If it's what's best for the organization, if what's best for the organization is sticking with Trout and Ohtani and building around them and keeping this pitching staff as strong as it could possibly be, I'm all for it. If it's trading Ohtani, if it's looking ahead to Trout's successor, then I'm all for it. As long as it gets us to a point of consistent winning again, I'm all for it. And I think all fans, if we think like that, if we realize if there could be a light at the end of the tunnel, then I think we'll be all in on it. But it's hard to see things with clear glasses right now, or clear eyes, because everything looks foggy with the way this team is, the way there's been so much transition, the amount of negativity this year. Look, last thing before I get back to the comments, I was not expecting to be this negative about the Angels all season. I was expecting to be in a jovial mood right now. I was expected to be happy about where we're going to be. What team are we fighting to keep ahead of? What team are we trying to catch? How close are we to the Astros? I wasn't thinking we were going to be damn near almost 30 games behind the Houston Astros. I wasn't thinking we were going to be almost 11, 12 games back of the wild card. I think that's where we're at, maybe 10. Dude, if you would have told me that 44 games into the season, I would have laughed at you. I would have slapped you upside the head and said, how in the hell is that supposed to happen? Why are we in this position? I would have thought it like the players just decided not to play one day or just for the rest of the year, and they just took complete L's. But the fact that the season's gone in the way it's had, we've only been able as Angel fans to experience small victories and be able to be happy. When a guy like Sandoval pitches his ass off tonight and gets a 1-0 win, and when, we can maybe take a sweep against a bad Oakland team, or we could win 5 out of 6. That's definitely where we're at as fans right now. We don't have too much to celebrate. So I guess when we do get a good win, then it is what it is. Adosadilla says the nosebleed section is where it's at. Dan says, wow, 2 hours and 15 minutes. Exactly. Jason says, I can't hear you. Latin Heritage Night and massive fireworks show at Comerica. Jason Krum is live and in Detroit. He was in Milwaukee the other night, so shout out to Jason right there, having a good time getting a tour of the baseball parks over there. Enjoy yourself, my friend. Just be careful on the mean streets of Detroit. Leaf says, if Judge gets 60 bombs, he should get MVP. Dosadilla says, September 6th, I will be behind home plate for the first time for my birthday versus the Tigers. All right, congratulations, Dosadilla. Finally got to see my Halos win in person. Yeah, Jason's almost gone to a lot of stadiums and seen him lose. Poor guy. Dan says, Yankee Stadium is a little league field and the Angel Stadium is a pitcher's park. That is very true. Imagine Shohei Ohtani playing there and just being a hitter. We know he suffered 2 bad performances there as a pitcher, but in his defense, my inner says that when he pitches in humidity, he struggles. So the 2 times he was in New York, it was bad humidity. But just imagine him in pinstripes and hitting home runs in that short perch in right field. My God, he would break the record. He'd be your all-time home run hitter. Iron Giant says Sandoval still can't get any run support and win even against the Tigers. Seriously, what the fuck did he do to people on this team? Exactly, Iron Giant. I feel so bad for him. Jason says Comerica is beautiful ballpark. It's in my top 5. Timothy says, you're damn right. A shame that we can't get our marquee players to the playoffs. Exactly. Dylan says, do you think Trout will be healthy all the way into the WBC? That's what they're trying to say right now. They're trying to say that he's going to be the Captain America. He's going to be the guy. He didn't sign up if he didn't think he was going to play, so we got to go with that. I think he's going to be in there for the World Baseball Classic, and I'm really, really looking forward to it, Dylan. I really am seeing the players that are coming onto that team with Arenado, Story, and a few others that have, TJ Real Muto, the catcher from the Phillies. There's a lot of good players that are coming over. The pitchers are going to be good. America's got a good fight again. They're trying to defend their title from the last time the World Baseball Classic was uninterrupted. So, and then you got the DR, you got Korea, you got Japan, you got Puerto Rico, you got Venezuela. There's a lot of good baseball teams that are going to be there, and a lot of good players that we haven't seen before. So that's the other good part of it too. We're going to see some players that if they ball out in the World Baseball Classic, usually is their ticket to make it to the majors or at least a minor league invite. So it's going to be fun. Hunter says, kind of are low-key. Timothy says, well said. We are the Angels, period, best for the team and the fans. Just here for the team and fans. Dosadilla says, we need to win it all, and Trout and Ohtani, after that, they can both bounce. This is like seeing the Shaq and Kobe play, Shaq being Ohtani and Kobe being the Mike. Well, you know what? I would even say it's sort of like Penny Hardaway and freaking, Shaq back in the day. But Hardaway's kind of being the Trout right now. O'Neal's kind of like the Ohtani. But the thing is, at least those Magic teams made the postseason. We haven't done that yet. Nicholas says, I'm here at Petco Park wearing my Ohtani with a Padres jersey. # fuck LA. Good for you, Nicholas. David says, Angels won today in an easy way. If you call that easy, winning 1-0, it's always a chance for a blast to tie it. So, man, Hunter says, I can go yard at Yankee Stadium. I bet you will, dude. That's caught up on the comments. So we're not going to take phone calls today. So I'm not gonna stay on too much longer here because, like I said, I had a couple things to do, and I wasn't expecting the game to finish this early, to be honest with you. So I actually have a couple things to do right now, because otherwise I would stick around and do what do you call it, a longer post game, take phone calls and all that stuff like we usually do. I'll be able to get that tomorrow. So if you guys want to call in, to the show tomorrow, for sure, I will take phone calls. Let's see. Hold on right here. I'm trying to pull up the projected starting pitchers here for tomorrow. Hold on. Because I had it. I think it's not Detmers tomorrow. Or is it Detmers? Because right now, through the series right now, we previewed it on the other show. The Detroit Tigers threw Manning today. They got Alexander going tomorrow. He's 2-7. And then Rodriguez, who came over from Boston as their big free agent, hasn't really pitched, but only 39 innings. He will be the second pitcher in Game 3, or he'll be the third pitcher in Game 3. I'm sorry. Alexander goes tomorrow versus Detmers. So Reed Detmers pitches tomorrow, and then Shohei pitches up against Rodriguez, their supposed ace in Detroit. So the way I look at it right now, the way Detroit's hitting, the way the Angels are hitting, I say we win tomorrow 2-1. And then we win 1-0 on Sunday. So, we'll win the series by only giving up 1 run. Detroit's offense is pitiful. I thought ours was bad, but I've looked at their numbers. Theirs is worse. So, as much as we have a tough time watching this team play, just realize there's 2 other teams suckier than us at the plate. Let's see. Also, let's see. It says when is Ohtani pitching? That'll be Sunday. My man Juan. Let's see. Like here in Toronto, I might go to the first game. Oh, let me see if he's pitching up there in Toronto for you. Juan. Juan's one of our good fans up there in Toronto. Loyal Angels fans. I'm gonna try to see if I could skip ahead to that. Let's see. let's see if I can see if he's going to be pitching up there, because let's see, against Toronto. I don't even know if they've announced it. Oh, you know what? Okay, check this out. So, my boy Juan, Saturday, August 27, right now, if nothing changes, Ohtani will get the start. So if you go up there and watch the Blue Jays take on your Angels, you will see Manoah versus Ohtani. What a fucking pitching matchup. That's going to be a good one, Juan. So hopefully you can make it up there. And if you do, to any one of those Angels games, even if you don't go to the Ohtani one, please take a lot of pictures, tag us, and we will put it up on our page, bro. Because I know, all you guys go out there like Jason's done and gone to other stadiums and tagged us and stuff like that. That's really cool. So please enjoy yourself up there, Juan. And if you get up there, it looks like on paper right now it's going to be Manoah, the ace for the Blue Jays, versus Shohei Ohtani. So there you go. Dan says, good night, Todd. Kickoff for the Rams is coming up here. Have a good rest of your day, Todd Fox. Best Angels content out there. Thank you, Dose of Dilla. That's not a honk right there, so I appreciate that. Just got Troy Percival in the show. Oh, sweet, Hunter. He's a good pitcher. I mean, just ask your father. Honk alert. We can sweep the Tigers. What's the Detroit having Hispanic Heritage Night? Why don't we do it? You know what? Detroit's not known for their freaking their Hispanics up there, but the ones they do have, they're very appreciative, and hats off to them, man. I did see a Mexican baseball. I don't know if it was Little League or if it was high school, whatever team there. So they were all in their Mexican uniforms. So that was cool. Hey, we should have that. And it's not like our owner's Hispanic or anything. It's not like he could say, hey, I want to honor my heritage. Why haven't you? I mean, it's not like we would be like, no, don't do that. That should be taken care of. We sometimes have nights for other things, but, actually, embracing a heritage, whether it's Hispanic, whether it's Dominican, whether it's African-American, whatever it is, or even if it's just good old US of A, embrace the United States, should be taken care of by some point by some team around here. And especially the Angels, because I know up the 5 freeway, they seem to just, have a love affection with anybody and anything. So they're able to have nights for everybody. So the Angels should switch that up as well. Communist Canada, did Juan get his useless jab? Oh, Dan, we're not supposed to ask about your wait, we are. We're supposed to ask about people's health records. I forgot. That's what we're supposed to do. Let's see. Christopher Trent says, amazing win by our Halos. Yes, it was. Nice win tonight. Spot on, Todd. Feel like Moreno doesn't do shit about his own race, and his own race doesn't respect him either. So there you go right there. But I'm gonna call it a night for that. So if anybody wants to hit me up tomorrow, we'll be back live here on the Heedy Network. We'll be talking Angels baseball. Hopefully after another win. Again, Reed Detmers goes tomorrow, and positive vibes for Friday night. Everyone have a good rest of your evening and enjoy